Meteorologist Cameron Landfield.
Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Today is going to be a relatively cloudy one, but it's also going to be calm out there. So not so bad. There is a storm system on the way, though. Take a look at Florence. Look at how clear it is out there. That is a rarity. It's actually clearer on the coast than it is for basically all inland areas at the moment. 46 degrees out there, too, and calm winds. Calm winds are not going to remain the case for today. We will see a very small wind event, actually two of them for today. And 46 degrees is pretty common for most areas at this point right now as well. We're close to about 50 everywhere. Some areas are in the low 50s, but it's a colder morning than yesterday morning. We'll see a similar afternoon, however. Now moving into Roseburg, a little bit of cloud coverage for Roseburg, but also mostly sunny. And then finally, we'll land in Eugene, where we are mostly cloudy. You can see the clouds are starting to clear, though. They were a lot thicker just about 15 minutes ago, and that's going to be one of the most difficult things about today. There's several waves of both dry air and clouds on the way, so deciding when they're going to be over which area is going to be sort of difficult. Right now, it looks like there is specifically one region where we keep clouds the entire day. I'll show you that on the Stormcast in just a moment. 48 degrees here in Eugene as well, and like I said, totally cloudy. Now, let's talk about pollen for a second, too, because we updated this very recently here. We're still very high as far as the pollen level in the grass pollen, but I want to remind you that that is not going to be much worse for the next several days, especially with the incoming storm system. It's going to be likely dropping to about 0. And again, very high is sort of a joke because that category begins so early. We're hardly ever in the high, moderate, or low, almost always just in high or very high. Now, Stormcast, here's that difficult decision I was talking about. So, starting the day off here, we have this one band of clouds over Lebanon to about Coos Bay. North and south are clear, but check this out. As we move through the rest of the morning here, by 8 o'clock, again, that same diagonal line keeps the cloud cover, but if you're in Newport or just north of Corvallis, even on the east side of Douglas County, it's going to look sunny for you. And then as we move further in, those areas stay cloudy. 10:30, it just gets even thicker cloud coverage as we get into 12 and 1 o'clock. Now the clouds start to spread out a little bit. I think they'll be thinner at this point, however, for just a couple hours, because as we get into 3 o'clock, that's when the prefrontal clouds start to move in. You can see that here, and they're going to get thicker too. We're seeing this little dry line open up, but it closes down pretty quickly here. And then by 5:30, again, there's another little hole that opens up, but more clouds are going to be replacing that as well because those prefrontal clouds move in here. So essentially, what you can look forward to today is just intermittent cloud coverage, and occasionally it's going to be really thick. Moving into the 7-day forecast, you'll see that tomorrow then culminates in a storm system, which moves all the way through Sunday morning. Should see about mid-60s to the high 50s on the coast. Umpqua Basin is going from 74 today down to the 60s Friday, Saturday. Again, staying wet. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, though, we recover and get sunny again. Same thing with the Cascade Passes, except rainfall is going to be mixed with snow, and they'll be in the 40s. And Willamette Valley looking at 74 today, somewhere in the 60s Friday, Saturday down to 59.